Hello, ultra racing fans, and welcome to the 2016 Race Across America Daily Recap Show. I'm here at Time Station 39 in Bloomington, Indiana with Jim Schrader, the time station captain, and we've got a great show. In fact, we're going to talk about the women of Ram, like solo cyclist Shauna Hogan, Nancy Guth from Bo Babe and the Boys, and Marie Schwarth from Athletes Without Frontiers. So stick around, it's going to be a good show. Today's episode is brought to you by Bicycles for Humanity. Hey, well, welcome back, and I'm here with Jim. Now, tell me a little bit about Time Station 39 in Bloomington, Indiana.
Okay, Time Station 39, we've been here for 9 years, ever since the Bathelines took over Ram. You know, they're from Boulder, they like the college towns, they heard about Bloomington being so bicycle crazy. And I'm pretty bicycle crazy myself, and I used to do a little ultra cycling. I crewed for a guy in 2001. So I understand what everyone's going through, and being able to have a manned time station is really great, just for moral support. We can tell the crews where to go for groceries, laundry, bike shops. We got a lot of good bike shops here too.
Now, you were telling me that this part of Indiana is actually famous for cycling. There's some
That's
pretty...
right.
Yeah.
Any true cyclist has to know about the movie Breaking Away. If you haven't watched Breaking Away, you need to rent it right now. It's a great movie about a bunch of 19-year-olds not knowing what to do with their lives. But there's also a crazy Italian fanatic that ends up racing the Little Five, which is a popular college thing to do down here in Indiana during their annual spring week.
So how has that affected the culture here in Bloomington? Are there a lot of cyclists, cycling clubs?
Yeah, and it's amazing. There's, let's see, for the women and the men's race, there's 33 four-man teams. It's basically copies the Indy 500. So they do a lot of training. They ride all around here. And most people think Indiana is flat, but you ask any Ram rider, southern Indiana, you might as well be in Kentucky or Tennessee.
Well, I can definitely agree with that. As we were coming into this town, we were in some serious ups and downs, some rollers, but it was absolutely beautiful country. It was in the trees, the rivers. We saw some deer.
Yeah.
Beautiful out here. And you know, we ran into a few cyclists on the way, like Shauna Hogan. She was actually grabbing a nap, and Nancy Guth, who gave us a little bit of information about how they're trying to stay ahead and bank some miles because they're shooting for the record. So why don't we go ahead and cut to our package where we talk to Nancy and Shauna. Here we go.
Sorry, what were you just saying? Cool. This is the coolest day so far. Really? It's only 98 degrees instead of 110 or 120. And that humidity as well. Yeah, just dripping. Well, are you used to humidity? Are you from Virginia? Yes, sir. Okay. I'm going home. You're going home, so you got I'm getting my humid bath. Very good. Yes. So you said you've been on the bike a lot. Yeah, well, we've been doing four-person rotation all day to try to continue to boost our speed. So, are you trying to catch someone? No, we're trying to catch the record. We want a little money in the bank before we hit the Appalachians. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, last year we hit them and we were fine except for the monsoon that came through. Yes, sir. So we lost a lot of time. You know, you couldn't help it. You just had to be safe. So this year we're going to try to get a little money in the bank before we get there. We're having a great day today. Everything's working out. Wonderful crew.
It's great you're doing an interview, but you should be doing it at speed, Nance. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, hey, that's my crew chief. What can I say? We'll see you down the road. We'll let you get some miles, money in the bank. Good to see you.
really nice people there. They're waiting for you.
I'll probably go through though.
Yeah,
But I just stopped too much.
I don't blame you.
But I'll stop at the one after that if I need.
We're going to see you tomorrow now that we've caught up with you.
Okay, good.
Well, good to see you. You're
Yeah,
looking
good to
great,
see you
China.
too. Thanks, Derek. It was a real pick-me-up to see you.
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. We dedicated today to catch you. We didn't shoot anybody else. We drove straight to find you. So I'm so happy that we got to connect.
I'm so happy you're here. You might have saved my race.
All right, good to hear. All right, we'll see you down the road, China.
Okay, bye-bye.
Great. All right, good ride. Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about the solos and the race at the front between Pierre Bischoff and Dave Hossey, the top American, who's trying to close the gap. Now, I talked to a past Ram champion, Danny Chu, recently, and he told me about the 10% rule, which basically states if you want to catch someone, you either have to be within 10% of the total miles remaining or 10% of the amount of time that you're going to be on course. Now, Dave is a little more than 10% in mileage and time until they reach Annapolis, but he's got some fresh legs and he's really pushing hard. He is determined to catch Pierre, so we'll see what happens. A couple other entities who are trying to catch Pierre are the teams, the 8-person team and the 4-person team. Traditionally in Ram, we've always had a race between the lead solo and the team, so we'll see who arrives in Annapolis first. Our Media One video journalist, Jen Salazar, is spending some time at the front with the front runners. So let's check out her report.
Can you go a little?
Yeah, right. Texas calling it Seabiscuit. Big comeback, you know. Well, it's not gonna let me get where I need to be on time, so maybe 12 hours would have been good.
How you liking the weather today? Kind of nice, huh?
It's a little cooler, it's good.
Get rained on earlier?
Yeah, that's all right. It was cold for a little bit, and then I changed into some different rain stuff, and so as long as the temperature stays down.
You get in there that lightning and thunder?
I was like seeing it, and I was just ahead of it. So that was very nice. Happening all around me.
Good night from media team.
Hello. Oh, what do you got for us tonight?
I'm Jenny.
So American.
Yeah, of course. We still get more of the tradition, so. I have my special food. If you like to taste, you can get it too. I will call my crew members and they create it for you too.
What is it?
It's porridge with coconut and some sugar, some chia, and some cereals. Yeah. And for a better taste, we do some chocolate inside and heat it up with water, and then I get it in a small bag, and then I can eat or drink it on a bike.
That sounds fabulous.
Now, after a few days on the route, things started to get a little funny, and crews find all sorts of ways to entertain themselves. We spoke with Marie Schwarth from Athletes Without Frontiers about some of the shenanigans that they were up to.
I don't know what time it is now, so I don't know how much time I've spent on the bike.
That's the perfect answer.
Yeah, actually I had one funny story. We were very tired. It was after the Wolf Creek Pass, and then we got all these crazy ideas about maybe reporting elephants on the roads after Wolf Creek Pass, and then tried to see if Ram would actually send that out as a message. But we didn't do it. So. Such a nice day.
You having a good ride?
Yeah.
It looks beautiful around here, all these rollers
It is.
and the scenery.
Yeah. It's just beautiful after flat Kansas.
Yes.
It was flat and flat. We thought we were going in circles. But our main goal is to raise money for Wiser, a school for girls in Kenya.
Going 25 miles an hour.
Kenya.
Great job.
So that's our main goal.
With a smile.
Participating here.
Why is that important to you?
Because we want to help these girls. Otherwise they get married at age 14. That's too young. So they should have education so they can have career and work, take care of themselves. So, I went to the US as well. I got my MBA. And I just think that it's important that women and girls can take care of themselves as well. So that's what we want to help them with, and help them get out of poverty.
That's fantastic. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and check out the leaderboard. For the most up-to-date stats, go to the Ride Farther website and check on the leaderboard link. Or you can see exactly where your favorite racers are by checking out the live tracker. Make sure to follow us on social media. On Facebook, it's Race Across America or Race Across the West. On Twitter, it's @RamRaces. And on Instagram, it's @RaceAcrossAmerica. Okay, folks, we're going to wrap up the show, but as you can see right behind me, there's the team Bo, Babe, and the boys. We have John Guth there getting on his bike, and he's ready to take off here from Time Station 39. They are getting their vehicle ready, giving him some directions. So we're going to go check that out and grab some footage. And in the meantime, we'll see you out there.
Ram 2016.
There.
Excellent.
Here's phenomenal crew right here.
What's it like
See?
to crew for these guys?
This is actually my second year crewing for Ram, and actually this is probably one of the most fun that I've had. So it's brutal, obviously, for all the crew members because you don't get to really sleep. So
I haven't slept, done laundry, showered.
I don't know if people want to know
I
that.
don't even know what.
So you're on Ram.
We're on Ram, so.
Go around, right.